What's going on, everybody? Nick from AWS OnAir. We just got done talking to CMK from the AWS team about the background of the BMW AWS partnership here. And then we ran into Céline here. Céline is actually the VP at BMW. Céline, can you introduce yourselves to our audience?
Yes, of course. Hello, everybody. My name is Céline, and I'm Vice President Connected Vehicle at BMW.
It's fantastic. As soon as we saw Céline come by, we knew we had to try to talk to you. Thank you so much for taking the time to be on our show and talk to me. So, Céline, can you tell us from your perspective, what do you do at BMW, and also what are some of the most exciting projects you've worked on with AWS in the last few years?
Yes, of course. So connected vehicles, it means a lot. We have a lot of vehicles worldwide connected with, for example, in our connected drive markets. We have about more than 20 million cars worldwide that are connected. So what we try to do, we enable the car and the backend so that they can communicate together, so that we can provide a very great experience for our customers, so that we always know how is the car doing, do the customer need support, does it need new features, can we enable new experiences in his car. That's what we are doing. So we are enabling the car and the backend to provide a really cool digital experience.
Yeah, and that's something I definitely admired about BMW as a consumer too, is that you guys take a lot of what customers want into consideration in your design. So it's really cool to hear that, directly from you, that you guys really do that. So if you're able to, is there anything kind of in the future that you can give us a sneak peek on, like something you're excited about that you're working on now?
So actually, with this car, we also have very great features. For example, the navigation, the maps are really cool. They look really great. My former team developed it. It's a really cool feature.
Yeah, they're very appreciated by drivers like me that constantly get lost, so thank you for that.
I also like the e-route with the charging stations and the prediction about the charging station, when it will be available, where you could find a great station with restaurants, with some picnic area for your family or something like that. We also have the theater screen in the back. It's also really cool. So you can watch your favorite show and movies, and for all these features you need connectivity, so that's why I'm very excited about it. And we are looking forward to give the customer way much more features via over-the-air updates. So it's really cool.
Yeah, really cutting edge. I can't wait to see it come about in cars in the future here. So one more question before we leave. Obviously, a lot of young women coming up in the tech industry, in the automotive industry. You're obviously very successful within that. Do you have a message for those watching about how to get involved with this sort of career?
Yes, so I would say follow your dream and don't give up. Women in tech are excellent.
Yes, fantastic advice. Céline, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. I really appreciate it. Back to you guys.
Thank you for having me.
What's going on, everybody? Nick from AWS OnAir here with my friend CMK. Can you introduce yourself to everybody?
Absolutely. I'm Chris Markus Kratz, or short CMK. I'm with AWS since 2016. And I'm the director for the BMW account.
Yes, and that's really what drew my eye here. I've demoed a lot of car stuff here today, obviously, and BMW's beautiful machine here. So why do we have a BMW parked in the middle of our expo floor?
Oh, that's an interesting question, by the way. So we do have the car here because we are working very closely with BMW, right? We actually talk about it in terms of a partnership that we have with them. And BMW has been using AWS since already quite some time. In 2014, actually the first workload was acquired by Adam Selipsky. That's a funny story. That was the BMW Motorcycle Club, the website.
All right, way to be, Adam.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess he's pretty good at his job.
Absolutely. He come a long way. And since then, in 2020, we decided together with BMW to get into a closer partnership. So we launched the first partnership that Stefan Durach was talking about today in the keynote. Where the Cloud Data Hub, where BMW wants to become a data-driven company. So they needed to integrate their data, right? And we started to develop with them a Cloud Data Hub. And the interesting thing about that is, for the first time, BMW was able to integrate their data and to look across those data, run queries on the data. And by doing this, actually then one thing led to the next. Right, where we started to migrate the connected car workload to AWS, and we're also doing something very special with them. We co-develop the vehicle shadows, so actually the cars that, you know, there are twins, digital twins in the cloud of each car on the road, and we develop that technology with BMW together for the auto industry.
That's so you guys are kind of leading the charge for the entire industry. It's not even just for BMW.
That's the idea.
That's fantastic. So you guys, it sounds like we're integrated into a bunch of different workflows within BMW now.
Absolutely.
Wow. So if you can talk about it, looking forward to the future a bit. You've explained kind of where we started, where we are at now. Is there something we can look forward to in the future? Maybe a little sneak peek you can give us?
Oh yeah, let me go back to the past real quick, and then I'll tell you about the future, because we're working so closely, these two companies, because both of the companies, we are builders as AWS. And BMW, a German Fortune 100 company, being engineers, well, they are builders as well and innovators. So what they do is actually they think alike like AWS. They work backwards from the customer on what the customer needs in terms of having the best driving experience. So they look at those features and then they develop them. We do the same thing as AWS.
Yeah, you got to work backwards from the customer,
We're customer obsessed, exactly. So, so what the future will bring, well, what customers demand, right? And if you think about the future we develop with BMW, that's actually the newest partnership we have. We developed the automated driving systems with them in the cloud, also broader for other OEMs then, but you know, that is leading the way. And when BMW will launch their Neue Klasse, how it's called, in 2025, that's a fully digital car.
And wait, what is that? What does fully digital mean?
Well, that means it's also electric, but like you don't have any buttons in the car anymore. You operate the car via voice, via gestures. And BMW is going to be able to roll out digital services almost instantly and very quickly. So they create the unique customer experience for BMW. So that's the future. Whatever we as a customer demand from BMW, from the brand, will be the future.
That's so cool. And you know, I've got a ton more questions. I'm probably going to stay here for like 20 more minutes. If you guys want to learn more about this partnership with BMW, they're on the cutting edge of so much technology. CMK is the guy to talk to. He can give you the whole history of it. They're so interesting.
It's day one. We're just getting started.
Yeah, so we're going to go over here and learn more about it. If you guys want to talk to CMK, come on down to the AWS Expo Hall here at the Venetian. Back to you guys at the desk.